All right, we all Sultan.
Yeah, I think we said it.
All right. Well, everybody, welcome. We're here at the OWXL finals. It's the best of seven. So the first team to get four wins on four maps will take home the championship here. I am Artificer, and I'm here joined with Raging Bull and TBK brother. Right now we have OWXL versus Zari. Kidding me? TBK, who do you think are the outliers on OWXL coming into this match today?
Well, I mean, as somebody who's played against them quite a few times, I would say that you know, going Leviosa and SNK, definitely two great players. So I mean, they're always going to be the ones to watch out for. Now, another one that I've seen kind of progressing just as the league has gone on has actually been Firing Wolf. His Lucio play and the amount of like knockoffs that he can get is one of those almost unparalleled by the other players in this league. I mean, I've seen him probably knock off a good half of a team most games. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, Eichenwald doesn't have that great rebooting potential. But if there is a spot, I think he's going to be the one to find it.
Yeah, for sure. And Raging Bull, what about Overwatch Divas? Or I mean, sorry, who do you think is going to show up for them?
Yeah. Sorry, kidding me. We beat by Lucio, played them last week. Unfortunately, we lost them 5 games. But their biggest threat is their Mercy. Mean Green plays one of the best Mercies that I've ever seen. And as long as he's alive, that team is alive. So if Zari kidding me, can keep him up and able, I think it's going to be a good match for him.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you on that. And you do see Leviosa on the side of Overwatch Divas already breaking out the Reaper with the recent Reaper buff. What type of pick do you think? Do you think that's a good pick for attacking on Eichenwald here?
Well, I think it's going to be interesting. The reason why is because Sumrak right now has locked with which means it's going to be a little bit more long-range threat. One that Reaper would not be able to get. However, he's always been a tank buster. So if he can get in there, break down the shields of both Orisa and the Reinhardt, he should be able to do some work. But it is getting a lot of coordination on the part of Overwatch to be able to have that back to back.
Yeah, I completely agree because right now they don't have any long-range DPS to take care of those turrets easily. You have the D.Va fly up there, but you also have to get up close personal. Raging Bull, what do you think of the defensive setup here?
Defensive setup. I like that. I've seen them do this before. They've got a Torb as well as Symmetra. It's very good defense right now, and it's being seen quite a bit in comp. So no surprises there.
Well, and just like that, Leviosa actually takes out that turret, so almost negating everything that was just said. As far as that goes.
Yeah, but he does immediately get taken afterwards by the soldier coming out of the right now. He does look like Overwatch has a pretty nice setup on defense, trying to hold that choke as much as possible. You do have SNK in the background right now trying to contest his point, but I don't really think much is going to come from that.
Yeah, I mean, Overwatch had somebody get onto the point that pulled everybody back, actually allowing Leviosa to sneak back there to take Mean Green out. This is what they needed as far as Leviosa's positioning goes. He can now get in there and really do damage.
They do have a teleport though, which needs to be gazed upon because that's going to be incredibly important to take that out almost immediately.
Yeah, because they can't keep that out. Mean Green get a couple of wrestles off. That's going to be a lot of people funneling on that point. And right there, it's talking about Mean Green red people up, making it fight once again. Got a big hammer down there. Nothing from it though. Block. Leviosa ends up getting a pick, but followed up like 5 picks on the side of Zari. Huge res.
Huge res.
Res out for Mac Gruber. Bringing up 4 of the 5 people that were taken down here. And turns into a huge fight once again.
Yeah, right now, everybody's going back as far as go. Diva Bomb coming out, not actually picking anybody up. Unfortunately, they're looking with the on the other side of Reinhardt to do some damage.
Yeah, it was actually a very impressive Zarya Academy hold here with that res coming in. They really didn't think anything twice about it, and took them all right back out.
Damage amplified.
Still have SK kind of being annoying in the background, but he's getting Spears coming back away, let SK do whatever he wants.
When the Overwatch Diva is actually changing it up a little bit, I'm going to go for a Hanzo instead of that Reaper now. And give him more of that long range. Honestly, you know, a little bit different from what you normally see. So see if you can do something with it.
I actually like it because Levioso does play a lot of Hanzo. I know that Hanzo is very capable in the hands of Leviosa. So I do see him being a value. Now you get his ult quick, people cleared off the point.
Time grows short.
Well, I mean, right now, I feel like the MVP of this match so far has definitely been the Matchmaker. I mean, she has gotten at least a triple kill every single fight, is what it seems like. Whether it be a she's definitely putting in some work.
Oh, for sure. The Metro on the right hand can be a very dangerous character, just because of the pure amount of damage that you shell out with that beam going on.
That's a nice Yep.
Huge green res coming out with the teleport still up. Very strong tag getting a couple picks with it, or at least helping get a couple picks with it. But it looks like sorry, kidding me. You should be able to this up here if they last two people off point.
Yeah, the only Overwatch team is you get that Mercy back and play. Fortunately, it looks like they can't. I have to say they were pocketing that res. Fortunately, Mercy got focused down rather quickly and was unable to get that off.
0-0. Switching sides.
So, Raging Bull, you on the attacking side going up against what? Zarya Academy just threw at you. What kind of changes would you have made to help better your team?
Oh, I probably would have brought in a Winston, no doubt. Bringing in a Winston and then somebody in the air to help with that support. Try to pull everybody off the choke and you know, kind of spread focus around a little bit. Michael Yee was doing a wonderful job as Symmetra, placing those turrets and getting down that teleporter as fast as possible, as well as Mean Green keeping his team alive. Again, I can't stress enough, like taking out Mean Green and his Mercy will win you whatever hold that's happening, and I just don't think they did it well enough.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. You do have to focus on Mean Green whenever you're playing with them, just because, like Raging Bull said in the beginning, Mean Green is alive. The entire team is alive.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Looks like we have an interesting defense coming out, though. No Torb, no Symmetra. You got SNK playing on the Reaper. I was kind of surprised that he didn't play Reaper last time, and he was playing Tracer instead. It seemed like he was getting the backlines pretty well. But him playing Reaper on defense kind of makes some more sense to me. And then seeing Leviosa on McCree now could be very interesting.
Yeah, I know Leviosa has a pretty dead shot. He is definitely good with aim, hitting probably 66% of his shots. So anything with long-range DPS, I do like seeing Leviosa on.
3,
Join me.
1. Attackers incoming.
A lot of action right there at the choke. Exotic is playing that Winston. He does jump on in, tries to throw out some of that Tesla power that he has there. Mean Green is far and away from him, but keeping him alive the best they can. There's a whole bunch of action happening on the point very early.
Yeah, I think this is one of those situations where, I mean, you gotta kind of rush the lane, get what you can. Because if you take him out immediately, don't give him any time to kind of set up and get ready for it. If you can get him by surprise, you can get that point really quickly. And the fact that they only have a Mercy as far as res goes, they don't have a Symmetra for the teleporter to bring back reinforcements. The quicker you can get the picks, the quicker you can get it taken.
Just as you said that, Matt Gruber going down his Mercy on defense, that's a huge pick to begin with.
But SNK Rewind says, I don't really need my Mercy right now if I'm going to take out 4 of your teammates because he comes on Twig with a Death Blossom.
Huge, and picks up Exotic Aces playing the Winston. Nice job by SNK throwing down that damage.
Yeah, I always love seeing SNK on Reaper. Just before the buff, he was great, and now after the buff, he's just phenomenal.
Now.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct sequence.
Jace is pushing in a little bit here. Going primal. Yeah, Leviosa picking up a out of her mech. So that's pretty big right there, taking out some of that defense matrix. And Exotic Aces looks like he's about to go down, and he does.
Wow. Yeah, and I mean the buff that came on that free. I mean, getting the wow, he just took out the Mercy too. But just how fast that Deadeye actually locks on to really take people out. I mean, it's a mind game in and of itself as far as that ult goes. Because half the time you don't know where it's coming from. You could actually see Zarya Academy kind of start scattering because they didn't know where it was at. Yeah, and it's just great to see all of these new buffs that came about being put into effect in this game.
And I do think the McCree buff was warranted because it makes him a little bit more valuable here. With his ult, he is a great damage dealer, but with his ult now being a little bit more powerful, definitely a good buff for McCree and anybody that plays McCree efficiently.
It's a big res by Mean Green. He does get 2, and he does pick off Leviosa. But Hypertoad Killer does try to answer with a Diva Bomb. Does get Sumrak. SNK going off with the Death Blossom. Picks up 3 again. Wow. Up the tempo. That's insane.
Yeah, every time I think it's over for Overwatch Divas, and then SNK comes back and shows them what the Reaper buff is all about.
Right?
Yeah. SNK comes up with 2 huge Death Blossoms in the first 2 minutes of defending here that saved this point for Overwatch Divas. Just excellent play right now by SNK.
Together, we can do this.
They have 30 seconds to take this to 33%, but we're going to be looking at a first game tie.
Damage increase.
We have Primal Rage coming out by Exotic Aces, trying to spread Overwatch Divas out a little bit. Huge pin by Bro Monkey on the opposing Diva, almost out of mech. Should be here soon.
Both Mercies also being taken down, so this is just going to be a full-on fight.
Krondubs does take Hypertoad Killer out of his mech. That was a really big pick there to begin with. Sumrak doing the best that he can to stay alive and harass this Leviosa. But Leviosa just bouncing around. Doing a wonderful job there as Tracer.
And a big slam by Bro Monkey. Bro Monkey coming up, trying to pick up that Lucio and the Diva, trying to keep Matt Gruber alive.
Sumrak going off. Mean Green does love that res. Wow. Lucio, Sound Barrier's just coming in hot. Lots of action on the point right now. Look at that Mercy being from Mean Green, just bouncing between characters, and they did not stay on the point.
Wow.
Diva pushed them off.
Finals.
So there you have it. This is going to be an interesting 7 games. I feel like it's going to go all the way. I was right in my first prediction about the last semifinal game. These are 2 teams that really want this championship, and you saw it right here. A tie on Eichenwald, not letting any team get 33%.
Well, and if they keep it up like this, you never know. It could actually even go more than the 7 games, because the fact that the first one is a tie, I mean, I have no idea what's going to end up happening, but if they play this hard and this close, it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, and the viewers will get what they want. They're going to see a great finals game between Zarya Kidding and Overwatch Divas. Who were your outliers here, Raging Bull? Who really stood out to you?
Man, watching Michael Yee play Symmetra, as I said before, was a really fine job getting those teleporters down. But also SNK just answering back with that Reaper play. It was, I don't know, it was just so much that I can't even handle. It was amazing. It was a great play all around.
Yeah, it is fantastic, but I also have to give it up to Mean Green. I mean, he really kept his team alive, helped his team survive some fights, and then you also have SNK. He definitely kept Overwatch Divas alive in those 2 pushes that he got, I believe, a quad and a triple kill when all seemed lost. So now we're just waiting on map selection. I'm guessing it's going to go right back to Overwatch Divas since they are the lowest seed. So it'll be interesting to see what they pick here. I'm going to guess Li Jiang or some other type of King of the Hill map. TBK, brother, what are you guessing here?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. After something that was that close, you're going to need a map that has an actual decision to it. So nothing that you have the possibility of drawing on, whether that be a straight up payload map or a King of the Hill. I feel like any hybrids and any 2 CPs are going to be out, at least for this first one. Just so you can kind of get the ball rolling and see who's going to do what. But so yeah, that's what I would think. I would say probably Li Jiang if it were me. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see what they play, and if we can actually get the Reaper on those maps too, because he's not that strong on the King of the Hills for some of them. But I think if anybody's going to figure out how to do it, it's going to be SNK.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we're still just waiting.
Play is next level.
Yes, it really is. Still waiting on the map pick here. So have you guys played enough after the buffs and nerfs to the heroes and everything like that? What are your thoughts on the overall buffing and nerfing this last PTR?
Go for a chance.
So I actually have not played that much here recently. I've been starting to kind of take a little bit of a backseat to it, play some other games because you don't ever want to get too burnt out. But from what I've seen, however, Reaper is definitely coming back. Not really that big of a threat for me because I play mostly Pharah, but he's definitely a great character now. I mean, he was good before, don't get me wrong, but now since he kind of fell out of the meta after the Beyblade era, it's nice to see him work his way back in. Even if you don't have an Ana, you're still going to get to play him. So I really do enjoy that aspect of it. Now, as far as McCree goes, go ahead.
Well, before we got off the Reaper topic. Now do you think with the recent Winston buff and now the recent Reaper buff, do you think you're going to see less Winston playing now because Reaper's going to be more part of the meta? Because I really don't want to see that. I love that Winston became a huge part of the meta as of late. So, what are your thoughts on that, guys?
I don't think you're going to be seeing less of Winston. I think Winston's still going to be strong because I still think there's going to be a fair amount of dive happening. It's just going to be you're not instantly rolled when you're on defense going against the dive, because now there's going to be something to kind of put up a fight against that dive, i.e. a tank buster like Reaper to really shut them down. So it's going to come back down to more skill versus rock, paper, scissors.
Now arriving at Lijiang.
No doubt, I would agree with that. I think there's a lot. You're going to see a lot more diva play happening, right? Because those Roadhog changes, nobody's really found that balance yet. Of course, it's been less than a week. But Roadhog, I can't tell quite if he's nerfed. I know that he is based off of hook trigger melee. However, his speed of firing bullets is much higher, so it's a pretty interesting place. But I do believe with the buffs of Reaper, we're going to see a lot more diva action come into play because she's so essential of her defense matrix to soak all of that damage up and keep everyone else alive as well.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. You should definitely start seeing a lot more diva play. I mean, we've had a diva here on both sides for the first 2 maps here, and they did go to Lijiang. If you guys couldn't tell, we kind of forgot to mention that, but they are going Lijiang, King of the Hill map, where you can't possibly tie, so one is going to come out victorious here.
5, 4.
Yeah, I think my honest prediction to this, I mean, since you can't tie, I really do think we're going to end up trying to go to all 5 maps of it. Just with how close they were playing, I think they're going to continue it through this little map set.
No doubt. Both teams have a Pharah. Both teams are running Pharah Mercy combos right now. That could be very interesting on this game. With Leviosa getting pocketed by Matt Gruber, and of course Mean Green pocketing Sumrak.
Yeah, it definitely could be an interesting turnout, seeing a lot of fair play here on Lijiang Tower.
And Sumrak doing the best that he can to harass that Reinhardt. He is able to help take him out.
BBK, as a Pharah player, this has to be one of your favorite maps to play on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, because it becomes more of a mind game than anything. Because you completely shut down one route, which is the bridge, and then anybody that goes on the outside edge, you got to still be looking over their shoulders, wondering if you're going to be nearby to knock them right back off. So just the mental aspect of it is why I love this map as a Pharah.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I always love having a good Pharah on my team, because you know at least you're going to have a couple quick picks. So I play with you a lot, brother, so I know that I'm expecting at least 1 or 2 picks right off the bat if people aren't looking out for it. And it's just an easy way to cap the first point. Matt Gruber coming in with the double res, bringing up SNK and Leviosa. It could be huge here.
Yeah, it's one of those, even if they don't end up holding them completely, that res alone is what's going to stall it out so they can get a fair amount of this point. That's the thing, is the reses are not always about making sure you win the fight. It can also be about making sure that you get as much of the point as you possibly can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm here spectating Bro Monkey on Reinhardt, and he was just absolutely cleaning up that last fight. Huge hammer down, knocking down 3 people, and end up chasing the Reaper down and finishing him off, staggering the respawns. I'm really liking the play by Bro Monkey right now here on Lijiang Tower.
Well, right now is going to be the time for, sorry, kidding me, to try and get in here. Because Diva with Hyper Toad on the side of Overwatch Divas actually was just trying to get a health pack and ended up falling off the map. So they're going to be going in the spike down a person automatically.
Yeah, but they happen to not get on the point at all, and looks like OW Divas OW Divas is going to take the first point here.
I'm surprised we did see one boop there at the end by Firing Wolf, but we didn't really see too many uses or opportunities, I suppose, of using the elemental or environmental kills. I thought that was kind of interesting that we didn't see too much Pharah boops or the Lucios whatsoever, because that map is perfect for trying to maintain your KD by using the environment.
Exactly.
Thanks for the assist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No Lucio coming in for the red team, but Firing Wolf should be speeding his whole team into the point as fast as he can. You know, getting to the point on this map is so critical because you can really dominate the whole map if you're there before the other team. Lots of things you can use for position, and as well as, again, going back to the environmental boosts, you can maintain doing that as well. Big pick by Leviosa on Mean Green, very early.
The objective is now active.
Oh, and Bro Monkey just ended up knocking off Exotic Aces with a kind of interrupted charge, not really getting a direct charge. He just takes it right off the map with a nice loop. Like I said, Bro Monkey right now is really helping his team out, getting crucial picks, and just doing what he needs to do, blocking damage and helping the team out, finish off some eliminations. Excellent play by Bro Monkey.
Interestingly, Mean Green switches from Mercy to Lucio. I haven't seen him play much Lucio at all. I think he was in the free agent scrim the other day. But this is the first I think I've seen in a league game from him.
Yeah, I know that Mean Green has often talked a fair amount about how he wanted to sit there and use the pistol as oh my goodness. Leviosa just completely obliterated the entire team. I was going to say that Mean Green often jokes about just using his pistol as Mercy, and then that's all he really wants to do is just be a battle Mercy. So it's nice to see him get to play a character that is still strong in their attack and can do a fair amount of damage.
Yeah, and
I completely agree.
And for the side of Zarya Academy, you're really going to have to switch here to switch to something to take out Leviosa Vera. They have no long-range hit scan right now. So she's just getting free range. Max Ruger comes up with huge res mode. Huge res.
I'll show them.
And it
Just
definitely
answers
pays off in his
back and
favor
forth.
as SNK gets another triple kill with the Death Blossom.
Let me get you patched up.
You made a tactical.
Great play by Leviosa as that Pharah too. She's just staying alive and putting down some damage for his team. And he's doing a great job up there, this guy.
Yeah, you do have a late time switch here by Furious Dawn from Reaper to Soldier, trying to probably take out that Pharah, but I think it might be just a little too late.
Firing up.
Several ults coming in from Exotic Aces and Condos. And their Mercy is on his way back.
Rains from above.
Yeah, I don't quite know about the barrage that just came out of Leviosa. I would have rathered the side of Overwatch Divas actually just hold all their ults, let everybody burn them from Zarya, kidding me, and then just take the point back on the next go around.
Certainly.
Just because, I mean, if you do a couple dry pushes, set out or wait out all of the enemy ults, you're gonna have a way easier time to get that retake.
Yeah, on the side of Zarya coming in, you do have a res, which could be huge coming in from Michael Yee if they end up making a decent push here, but he has to stay out of his line of view because he's getting hammered right now.
He sure is, but he is staying alive though. He's definitely staying alive. He's using that positioning behind cover very well, but he's getting harassed by that Pharah. And if that Pharah takes him out, it could be more.
There's Michael Yee rezzing a solo diva here. But, I mean, it still holds out into the favor, so it's right now 99 to 73%.
Huh. And Matt Gruber using his res on SNK, solo resing as well. Not quite sure about that one, to be quite honest with you. I think he could have gotten some more out of it. However, SNK does prove me wrong. He does take out 2 enemies.
Yeah, I was about to say, as far as people to solo res, I think SNK is definitely a good choice. I mean, I would have liked it to not been just a solo res, but if it was going to be anybody, he's a great player to do it for.
And I think that res is just what won them this map. Very nice.
Yeah, because SNK didn't let that res go to waste. He comes up, immediately gets 2 or 3 picks right after the res, and really did help solidify them capturing that point back to take it for the W on the second point of Lijiang Tower.
They are up 2-0 now. So what are you changing if you're Zarya kidding me?
I think they already did it. Furious Dawn just has to stay on that soldier to make sure Leviosa does not get the free range he was getting in the first 2 matches. You do see Exotic Aces going on to Tracer instead of Reinhardt, and now Furious Dawn is on Roadhog, it looks like. So once again, Leviosa might be uncontested since they really don't have any long-range hit scan coming. Chance, what do you think about the switch up here for Zarya? Kidding me?
I mean, I think it was a great switch around. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected to have a Pharah in this map because I really don't like playing her in an enclosed area like this. So I probably wouldn't have expected to go or need that hit scan. I think here pretty quick they're going to need to get that switch taken care of so that they can get that Pharah taken out, especially since it is Leviosa. But I mean, I think it's a strong change on the side of Zarya. Kidding me? I think their team changes is not what the biggest part of it is. I think they actually just need to start kind of switching up their positioning and get kind of a more neutral aspect to it, and I think they'd be able to take it back. But again, I don't think it's so much their characters that they really need to be switching around.
No, I would definitely agree. Overwatch Team is doing a fantastic job with their map positioning, and they're playing very well as a team together. They're all staying together as a cohesive unit. Nobody's kind of moving about independently. They're doing, their gameplay right now is demonstrating how well they're being positioned.
Yeah, I completely agree. And you can tell when a team has been together for a while, just the cohesion that comes about from it versus a team that, I mean, they had to pick up a sub literally last minute, when this match started. So you can definitely tell a difference between somebody that knows the play style of each other and kind of knows the positions that they want to go to. You don't have to really watch them as much.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things Zarya Kidding Me has to work on here is just focus targets together more. It seems like one's working on one, the other one's working on a different one, and they can't really finish kills as easily as Overwatch Legion can.
I think that, and then also your ult management. I don't know if you could tell at one point, the side of Overwatch Divas had 5 ults, I believe. Right now they're currently sitting at 4 again. But I mean, just the fact that they've held them for so long, and then they use them either all at once to make sure that they're not going to get this point back, or just at the right time to make sure that they can, like that right there, taking out people as they were trying to touch the point and making sure they couldn't get to it. It's just your ult economy, being able to manage it well, that's what's going to win you games.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. So you have Overwatch Legion taking Lijiang Tower as the first win of what could turn into a game of 8 games. But so coming off from a loss here, what do you think Zarya Academy's what do you think's going through Zarya Academy's head right now?
How do we stop Leviosa and SNK? I mean, honestly, both of them just did a wonderful job on Lijiang Tower. Leviosa, they didn't contest him in the sky at all. The first map they did a little bit, but there wasn't enough hit scan. There wasn't a Discord orb that should have came out to take him out. They just need to figure out, get together, regroup, say, how do we take out these 2 top-tier players, and let's work together better as a team.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, actually. You really have to start focusing SNK and Leviosa, because if they keep getting free range like they have been, they're just going to keep doing what they're doing, and they're going to come up with those big plays, quad kills, triple kills, and it's just going to really throw off your team pushes, and you're never going to be able to capture a point.
Yeah, absolutely. I think personally, if we would have seen maybe a Zenyatta in there to be able to throw a Discord up onto the Pharah, or to get those tanks taken care of rather quickly, I think that probably would have helped them out a lot more than maybe the Lucio or something like that. And I know it's kind of an off pick, but maybe a Sombra or something like that, because if you can hack a Reaper, you're just going to shut him down. He's not going to be able to run away in Wraith form or anything like that. He's not going to be able to ult. You shut down so much so quickly. I think either one of those would have been great additions to try and change up a little bit.
Yeah,
no doubt. But we're going into map 3 we're going into map 3 here. So we've already seen a hybrid come out. It was a draw. We just saw King of the Hill come out. You know, they got their tails handed to them. Is already kidding me, Did. So what map are they picking now? What's going through their head as far as map choice beyond how do I maintain Leviosa and SNK?
I don't know if it's a map choice. I was actually gonna suggest Hanamura before I started my spiel, but I don't really think it's a map choice to holster SNK and Leviosa. I think it's a map point to where they have to be at their strongest, which is really holding a point on defense, which you saw on Eichenwald. So if they can do the same thing here and just get a little bit of a better push on offense, they should be able to win this map here on Hanamura.
Yeah, I do like the Hanamura pick. Go for it.
I was just gonna say, actually, I don't quite know about the Hanamura pick just because with the first map ending in a draw, I don't know if I would go a draw heavy map like Hanamura. I realized since the changes last season that this is a lot more difficult to draw on, but it's still, as far as all the maps go, it's a lot more draw heavy map. So I don't quite know if I would have gone with it. Probably would have stuck with maybe another hybrid or a all around payload map. But what are you thinking as far as that goes?
I think that's interesting. To be honest with you, we played them last week, and I thought that they did a very nice job on Hanamura. And so I think I'm going to have to go with what Adam's saying here, in that they're trying to play a map that they feel comfortable on. And if Hanamura is that map, even though logistically speaking there could be a lot of draws that happen, you know, I think that they need to play what's more suited to their comfort after that last match.
I can see both points. Yeah, but I'm going to have to lead a little bit more towards Raging Bull. I really think they just feel comfortable on this map and they feel comfortable in the defense. So I feel like that's why they picked the map.
Really interesting seeing Mean Green play Orisa as opposed to that that Mercy. Sumac is now playing that Mercy along with Michael Yee playing Zenyatta. I like both of these picks coming out. However, we do have Leviosa playing a Torbjorn trying to answer back, and that Torb turret spot is a very nice spot. I do like this one quite a bit. It's very hard to touch.
Enemy turret ahead. Watch yourself.
And you do have a nice first push here by Zarya Academy. You do have Leviosa on the board here, but I mean, as long as they stay out of range of that turret, they are getting picked and they should be able to contest the point. The turret goes down, and I think at this point in time it would be a lost cause to try and contest. I feel like Overwatch was just to get back to home base here and get ready to protect the next point.
And that's exactly what they're doing. I saw SNK try to push a little bit, but then it looks like somebody was yelling at him to turn around and get back to point. Sure enough, he did.
Damage increase.
Experience tranquility.
Looks like Leviosa decided to opt off of the Torbjorn and end up going for a Faye. For that fact right there, being able to wall people off, Mean Green is kind of out by himself. There's not a lot that he can really do. Now they're forced to go from a lower position, and it looks like Mean Green didn't realize that both of his hitters dropped the help. They're going to get picked off rather quickly as well.
Yeah, that could be an issue of communication, something that we had seen previously. If they're talking a little bit more, if they're on the same page, they're a little more cohesive, and he should know that his healers are down there with him.
Yeah, and you have Furious Dawn, who was kind of out of position, sitting on the left side of this map, and he ends up paying the price as they just go 3 against 1 and take Furious Dawn out, which that was just bad positioning and bad communication there. Should have just backed up and came in for the next team fight.
Ultimate is charging.
You do have SNK getting in a pretty dirty position here. Or, well, he retreats back, but he was setting up for a Death Blossom, which he does have right now. And so you have to watch out for that, 'cause you know at least he's going to get 3 people with it, logistically speaking, right now.
Yeah, hopefully they're telling Cron Dubs. Go for it.
I was gonna say something I think is really interesting. The fact that Leviosa, on that first push on the first point, was able to get his ult so quickly. He already has his ult again on the new character that he switched to, and that's before most of the other team actually got their first ult. So I mean, just that ability to really get your ult in and get it moving quick, you know he's putting in work right now.
Yeah, and that's one thing Leviosa knows how to do is get his ult fast, because he knows ults are what saves games. So he knows the positioning for what he needs to do to be able to get his ult quicker than everybody else.
I am ready to activate the sound barrier.
We did see SNK. He did use his Reaper ult, was able to pick off 2, which was very nice by him. However, he's already got it back up to 55%. And to talk about putting in work, we know SNK and Leviosa are both doing that now. And lots of ice walls coming in from Leviosa, segregating that team, doing a very nice job controlling who's with who right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely doing a great job and doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing as of May. Luckily for the side of Mean Green team, they were able to get everybody into that fight. I noticed that they actually started with 2 people just coming out of spawn. They started trying to push in. So they got really lucky in that everybody was actually able to get there. I mean, the trickling effect is definitely not going to win any game. So they need to kind of watch that.
Yeah, I agree. Right now, Krondov's is out of position, and just as I say that, he flies back to his team, and it sounds like they're trying to get together a little bit more. Playing a little bit better now, and it's nice to see. I think that they can really push in here, get a couple of picks, and use their ults to their advantage. We've got an ult economy of 6v4 right now, so lots of things are about to happen.
Yeah, on the side of Zarya Academy, Furious-Dawn has to watch out with his positioning, because he keeps trying to take SNK Reaper head on, and he's going to lose that fight 9 times out of 10. He has to know when to back off and start just getting in a better position.
There goes Tranquility going in to the center, but nobody's going to back push forward a little bit. And Zarya off right here. That's a choke. And Rondo picks up 2.
Huge to get 2 ticks right away. SNK's going to come in and death block.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a huge thing. The thing is, though, as we talked about before, Overwatch Divas has that ult advantage a good amount of the time. They really know how to manage everything. So they were able to just bring that right back and really secure it. Earthshatter now coming down and trying to get Mean Green, but he actually put the barrier on himself, so he didn't actually fall in it. So kind of a wasted ult with that.
No doubt. But right now, it looks like a game of 3v2 right now, with Fire Emblem getting a little bit distracted from that Hanzo on the right-hand side being played by Furious-Dawn. Interesting switch by Furious-Dawn. I do like it because that is definitely an AoE ultimate, and it can push everybody off of the point and allow them to go in and take it.
How do you guys feel about the switch from Leviosa actually going to a Junkrat instead of the May that he was doing so much work on?
I mean, at this point in time, Leviosa's going to do Leviosa, and he's going to get picks and clutch plays no matter what. I'm just a firm believer in that right now. It doesn't matter what character Leviosa is playing, he's coming up big for his team. So go ahead, Leviosa, play that Junkrat, show him what you're made of.
You do you, baby. I do like seeing that Junkrat come in to take care of Mean Green and that shield. I think that's sort of what they're coming in for. Mean Green has done a wonderful job staying behind that shield as much as he can. As soon as it goes down, he throws another one out. So trying to get that damage in repeatedly by Junkrat is a very nice way to do it.
Now,
and Leviosa picks up both supports with that one Riptire. So I mean, great move by him.
And that just goes to show the level of expertise there as a Junkrat player. Yeah, maybe he could have gotten, I didn't watch the play, but maybe he could have gotten a triple or quad kill, but it wasn't the two supports on one of the last pushes we're going to have here. Excellent play by Leviosa.
Rondo sending in his diva, but Hypertoad Killer doing a great job putting that barrier on Bro Monkey to stay alive. And we have the battle on the point here to end the game.
Oh, let's break it. Damn! Push on.
Firing Wolf giving his team sound barrier, trying to keep everyone alive. And being answered right back by Michael Yee.
Heroes never die.
Matt Gruber coming in with huge res here to keep this point alive just a little bit longer.
And about 4 or 5 different ults just immediately used by the side of Overwatch Divas, because again, they hold them and get them so easily that they are able to just do so much work when it counts, just like right there at the end.
0 to 1. Switching sides.
Yeah, exactly. But on that last push, 75.5% capture. How big do you think that's going to come in here on Hanamura?
I hope that it's big. I hope that 75.5 or 0.6% is what they have, and the other team has 75.5. I want some drama. This is a lot of fun. They're both playing really well right now. I think that it could be good.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're both teams are showing that they know how to play any type of map thrown at them. It's just going to come down to who's better at playing that type of map, it seems.
And was Zarya kidding me? Picking this map, you would think that they know how to put up a defense here, and we'll be able to hold off Overwatch Divas. But I guess we're about to see that happen.
You see a torque coming out for Zarya kidding me, and no healer yet, so you're going to have to throw in that Michael Yee as Mercy, which is a good pick. I would like to see Symmetra here. Couldn't even think of her name. And there goes Symmetra. Mean Green is switching off of Rift and going Symmetra. So I do like that. That teleporter can come in huge here, as well as those turrets and the turret by Samrak playing Torbjorn. So I really do think this is a nice defensive lineup. You got a hit scan, 2 tanks, a healer, and people that are just going to control the area. I really do like the picks. What do you think about the defensive setup here, brother?
I think it's a great setup. I think it's going to be... I don't quite know about Samrak in his turret right now. I thought the one on the staircase was always a great one, which looks like it's set up if you're trying to go to ult charge with. Just because that spot can shoot through the window as well as protect the point if somebody makes it to it. I would have liked to see a May, but otherwise, I mean, it's all around great pick on both sides as far as the defense goes.
Who would you have liked to see a May in place of here?
That's a great question. Probably Torbjorn if I had to really pick, just because you get to separate people. You can give the reprieve to the Reinhardt skills and stuff like that, and definitely kind of stagger out everything and make those pushes way more difficult.
You have Exotic Ace doing quite well in the soldiers doing crucial picks. Up in that position where you have to rocket jump twice to get up to, and no one really tested him up there. I really thought Leviosa would have been able to spot him out right away and make sure he wasn't a threat anymore, but he ended up taking 4 out of that fight. You have Leviosa just knocking him off the mat. He's like, yeah, we're not playing this game anymore. So they're wise enough here. I think second push
definitely applying the heat. Yeah, Leviosa trying to apply as much heat as he can as that Pharah. The offense is doing a great job, and a big pin coming in by Bro Monkey. I've watched Bro Monkey twice march right into that point with very little support behind him, which I don't think is really what they're after. They need to have a whole team come in, but that's because everybody's fragmented and they're starting to get back to the point. And Leviosa going off on Mean Green. Trying to capture the ball very quickly.
Oh, huge hammer down. Huge hammer down, and an even bigger res right there. Bringing them all
that
back.
res was enormous.
Well, and that hammer down actually interrupted SNK's death losses, but again, it's SNK, so he really didn't care. Turned around and killed half the team after that anyway. But definitely a great move.
Interesting diva ult going in on the point. I understand the desperation. However, with the rest of your team behind you, I think you can conserve that just a little bit longer. But, you know, they're doing a great job here trying to defend this point as best as they can. Leviosa down, Bro Monkey down, Firing Wolf down. Wow, defense is putting up quite the fight.
Yeah, and right now Mean Green is doing so much work with this Symmetra. That teleporter went down in the last probably 30 seconds, and he immediately got it right back up. So, I mean, you can tell he's putting in a great amount of work.
No doubt. They do need to get on that point, though. You know, about 25% more left so that it's captured. And there goes Leviosa again with another. Oh, my goodness. Is he getting his charge very quickly?
Teleporter is going to be huge here right now. Getting her people back on the point. But it's pick for pick right now. It is nuts what's going on right now.
And that teleport's already been completely used up. And, you know, I guess that's going to be it. That's all she wrote on that first one.
Yeah, but they have significant less amount of time coming into the second point than Zarya hitting me did. So that could be huge. You do have one monkey 80 or 12% away from his ult, so you're going to have that and Matt Gruber is all going in from Mercy Res, and you have a couple people else close to ult. You have the Diva close to ult as well. So they can just get those built up a little bit, and I see you're going to see a nice big push here coming soon.
We need to defend our
Certainly.
I was going to say I like that he was staying on the Symmetra, but he looks like he actually switched off. I just think she does great work as far as putting the turrets up around here. People having to either focus on the people or the turrets. Either way, drawing her.
Matt Gruber with another huge res.
I counted 5 there. That is huge.
Yeah, it's a 5.
heroes never die.
But being answered by Michael Lee.
Yeah. Not really going to waste, but I mean, they really just put a capitalize on the res.
No doubt. Gotta find that Mercy and bring her out of the game. That's what both teams need to be talking about more right now. How do we delete Michael Yee? How do we delete Matt Gruber? How do we bring them out of this game so that nobody's favored on one side or the other? Well, of course, unless you're defending your Mercy.
Well, and I am just completely surprised that even after a 5-person res, they still were not able to even get one tick onto that point. I really thought they were going to do a lot more with that than they ended up doing.
Yeah, and that also wasted a lot of time on that first push with that res and everything. They will be coming back in with 3 ults and make another push here, one being Leviosa's, which is always dangerous.
And SNK almost has his ult now. And the sound barrier is by Lucio. They're really trying to push. They get the first tick. Leviosa having that rocket barrage takes out both support characters. That is huge.
Oh, huge hammer down. Once again, just cleaning up the rest. SNK mid-ult once again gets hammered down. They are finally focusing down SNK and Leviosa for the most part because Exotic Aces have been on fire pretty much this entire match. And the reason why. So
I'm really enjoying Furious Dawn's play as Ryan. Just doing a wonderful job trying to keep, you know, that hammer down whenever SNK is ready to do his Death Blossom. So great job.
Yeah, it might seem like a waste of saber for one character, but I mean, when it's SNK on Reaper, it's not a waste by any means.
2 picks coming out very early here. But Exotic Aces
I thought that
take out.
It was a really weird initiation coming in from Overwatch Divas just because they actually had 2 healers and a DPS on one side and the tanks going on a completely different side. I'm surprised that they were able to do as much work as they did, especially being all spread out like they were.
60 seconds
I'm
remaining.
taking care of them.
Now, Byron will trying the best that he can to stay alive on that point, being an annoying Lucio. However, he does get picked off by Furious Dawn's strike.
Helden sterben nicht.
And Matt Gruber does not today, bringing him back alive, and they are back to contesting this point. And there they do.
Oh. 3 or 4 people up on the side of Zarya Academy, all standing right next to the point. Unfortunately, we're not touching it whenever that res came through, and so they ended up getting it captured right from under their noses.
That's such a shame too, because Zarya Academy played their hearts out on that one, and that was just a miscommunication. I mean, no one touched the point. You have to touch the point when it's this close, fellas.
Cease your resistance.
But that's back to back.
Heroes never
That
die.
happened on Eichenwald, and that happened now on Common.
Yeah, I just, wow.
Yeah.
Little
Leviosa,
upsetting.
all that damage.
That's how.
All that damage by Leviosa.
No. I mean, I normally ask the question, what do you think this team could do differently? But I really think both teams did what they could to the best of their abilities. I mean, that was just pure manpower, pure willpower just to take that point.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Awareness and being outplayed. That's just kind of what's getting to them right now, and I think awareness and communications are a little bit heavier than being outplayed. They have a lot of talent. They're in the finals for a reason. However, they're just getting picked one after another on these maps.
Yeah, it's just one of those, like, they're doing great job just as they play. It just seems like they're not really focused on what they need to be doing. So they're not focusing down Matt Gruber so that they can make sure that those team reses don't come in like they have been repeatedly. Or just the fact that they've now had 2 games in a row or 2 games, period, that they were off of the point whenever they needed to be on it. I mean, just little mistakes like that is what's going to cost you the championship. I think if they focus down the Mercy, they focus on staying on the point, they probably would have at least held that, if not won that match.
Yeah, I completely agree. So we're going into game 4. Who's in the strong running for MVP?
For me, it's honestly either SNK or Leviosa for the side of Overwatch Divas, or Matt Gruber, to be honest with you.
No doubt.
Just because SNK, Leviosa are really unparalleled as far as the DPS goes in these games, period. And then Matt Gruber just coming in with team res after team res. I mean, he is always in the right place at the right time, and just sneaking around. Like, you would think he's a Sombra with the amount of ability he has to get in there without being detected. For me, it would be one of them.
I have to agree, and I might be a little bit more biased here because I am a support main. I'd give it a group. It was down. I mean, the other players couldn't do what they were doing without him keeping him alive, getting him out of tough situations. So right now, Matt Gruber would get my vote. But we still have plenty of games to play. Raging Bull, I want to hear your input, though.
You guys took the words right out of my mouth. I think watching Matt do a fantastic job on Mercy and supports are so key. If you don't get rid of the support characters, you're not going to win the game. And they're not doing a good enough job getting rid of Matt Gruber. And because of that, he's staying alive. He's keeping his team alive the best that he can. And he's doing a very, very nice job. Without him, SNK is not doing the Death Blossoms or being resurrected to win those points on a Lijiang Tower. Without him, Leviosa isn't staying in the air as long as he is. So I think he's doing a wonderful job. However, like you said, it's Overwatch Divas is up 2-0, but we have plenty of gameplay left to go.
All right, so we're just waiting on map selection here. Coming in for the 4th game. First one, for a quick recap,